Welcome to Talkin Trash, and today we're at the Becker County Material Recovery Facility, or MRF, and I'm with Steve Skoog, the Land Use Director. Steve, so last time we talked about what was happening now, how it's changed since when we started. We have some new exciting news. What's next?
Well, absolutely. We're making changes to the machinery. In the background here you can see there's a sort line where we have people up here sorting commodities. We've reached a point that, as we talked about in the recent episode, that our volumes are steadily increasing. Well, we're getting to a point where we just can't process it by hand fast enough, so we're adding some more machinery. We're going to be adding what's called the eddy current, which will automatically sort out aluminum, and then also an optical sorter, which will automatically sort out types of plastic containers. So the automation will really speed up the processing. We're going to be extending out the line, and this whole remodeling will be taking place in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Beyond that, we got a grant from the state of Minnesota to expand this building out on the back, pushing the back wall out, and we're going to be getting into mattress recycling. So hopefully we'll start. We're planning on expanding that this next spring. The construction is scheduled to take place, and then after that we'll be taking part or deconstructing mattresses or other types of bulky waste, and then probably processing some of our appliances in here as well. So all that's scheduled to take place next year. So we got a lot on our plate.
But it's exciting. It's really fun. So that the machinery will help us sort through the commodities quicker, go through it faster rather than hand sorting everything. But we'll still have to hand sort some things, such as...
Oh, sure. We'll still be sorting out paper, certain types of plastic containers, but the high volume commodities here that we have here, particularly this time of the year, is we get a lot of water bottles and aluminum cans, and so we're going to automate the removal of those from the stream of material that's coming in here.
So that's going to be a great addition for us here. It'll just help us go through volume much quicker, recycle it, get it to market quicker. And then what I think is interesting, so people ask me, why do you want to recycle mattresses? What's the big deal about mattresses? Why can't we just throw them away?
Well, we do. Right now, mattresses are disposed of in landfills. However, there's a lot of commodities in a mattress that are recyclable. For example, the steel, the wood, the cloth, the foam, or if there's felt in it, all those are recyclable commodities. They really don't want them in landfills because they have springs in them and they take a lot of airspace, and they wrap around equipment and stuff. So, and they don't work to incinerate them because they're too big to go through their machinery. So there's really only one good way to handle them, and that's to take them apart by hand. And it'll streamline everything as far as movement of that material from here. As part of this grant, the state wants us to become more of a regional center to process those. So right now we bring in probably 1,200 to 1,500 mattresses a year from our own county that we could process, but we'll be taking them from neighboring areas as well.
And taking a challenge commodity that we take, or a challenge item, and really making it work for us. And it's expensive, whether you landfill it or incinerate it or recycle it. There's a cost to it, but do you remember the old days when everybody said, well, just take it to the dump? You really can't call it a dump anymore because we don't dump very many things. And so about what kind of things do we dump? There's not very many.
Well, there's commodities that we do haul to a landfill or to an incinerator because either they're commingled with other things where it just isn't economical to take them apart anymore, or there just simply is not a market for it. And that could be things like, right now we have a lot of organics that come from businesses or homes, and just general trash that comes out of households.
So we've come a long way, but there's still more work to do. Organics might be the next thing that we work on.
Well, that's absolutely right. That's one of those things we've been thinking about for a few years. But it takes a while to develop the infrastructure, and we have a number of other projects on our hands right now, but that definitely is something we're going to be looking at in the not too distant future.
And we can also look at demo mixed load recycling with MSW, which would be mixed municipal solid waste, garbage, and demo.
Absolutely. We got a grant to help us develop the capacity to start sorting out that waste that we have coming in here. So in the future, we'll sort it out. Part of it, of course, will still go to a landfill. Part of it will come into this facility to be packaged with other commodities that we're going to recycle. Some of it will go into our demolition landfill. All that in the past, or up until now, has been going to regular landfill, garbage landfill. So we're hoping to reduce our disposal costs, recycle more, and hopefully that becomes the way of the future.
Great things, exciting things that are happening. Stay tuned.